But now, look at the amount of resources that were even deployed by the government in that by-election. You're talking about a by-election, for crying out loud. A by-election. They deployed a lot of resources. Those resources, let's start by saying that it's a right to Kenyans. These are resources that should have been able to be deployed to Kenyans generally, whether there's an election or no election. Not. Cabinet secretaries going and camping there. Senior government officials going and camping there. Spending a lot of money, bribing people, are doing that, because of a by-election. Look at the kind of security that they're also deploying. Now, the people in the opposition, when they were trying to also go there, you saw the other day that they had this truck that was going there for purpose of campaign. It was attacked, burned down by hooded fellows. Now, the members of the opposition being attacked, even being shot at, you find that they're being shot at, they're being stoned, being beaten up, What kind of that's why I'm asking myself, when the president, wherever he is at any given time, and I believe he doesn't care, and he thinks that it's okay, it's okay that he can do that because he's in power. What about the day when he'll not be in power? Those cabinet secretaries and those senior government officials, what about the day they'll not be in power? What about the day when they should be on the other foot? Because, you see, sometimes when you're doing certain things, you need to sit back and pause and ask yourself, yes, I'm doing this against the other side because I'm the one in power. But there'll be that situation that day when I'll not be in power. The ones now that I'm fighting and beating up are the ones who will be in power. Why? Because I cannot understand that you are sending all these water cannons and, like you said, it's like this. It's another Ukraine. Yet you're talking about a country that, is a democratic country. This democracy. People are just accessing their right. And you are bribing people, using a lot of resources to buy this seat, so to speak. Then again, you're also creating a scenario whereby it's intimidation, because to me, this is intimidation. Yeah. You want to make it clear to as many people as possible that don't just show up, because there's likelihood of chaos, and people don't want chaos.
No.
So you are suppressing, it's actually voter suppression. Yeah. You want to win this seat by hook or crook, so that you can send a message in the country that you are the ones who are going to take over power in 2027. Who tells you that in 2027, firstly, that you manage to get that power? And who tells you that Kenyans, you are going to intimidate Kenyans left, right, and center, and that they sit back? There's a way you can push people to the wall, It's just like a cat. If you keep fighting a cat in an enclosed environment, yes, you'll fight, but it will reach a point whereby it will say enough is enough now. I have to fight back. What the president should realize, and also even those who are in power, don't push people to a limit whereby they start now saying that we're going to start defending ourselves. Yes, that could be the intention, that you want to create mayhem so that you can create an environment whereby you can continue perpetuating, yourself in power. But history has shown us time and again that it never works. We have Charles Taylor, the guy, was he the president of Liberia?
Yes.
Is he still in jail in ICC?
Yes.
We have Duterte, the former president of the Philippines. We have leaders. We've seen these things happening again. You see, accountability may take time to catch up with somebody, but eventually it does. It eventually does. I always tell people that you may think that you continue, doing wrong things and get away with it. Yes, you may get away with it, but like the proverbial 40 days that always catch up with a thief. The day still comes where accountability will work.
Indeed.
So, what are the easiest thing to do for those who are in the executive, those who are in power? Just do the right thing. Not so that you can be praised for it, because it's the right thing to do. Just do the right thing because it's the right thing to do.
That's it. And I think that's a great way to end this. Just do the right thing because it is the right thing to do. Yeah. And I guess if you're not, then the people have the right also to remove you.
Absolutely.
And it's a process that begins before even people decide to offer themselves to run for office. But there are critical bodies that are supposed to vet and ensure that Kenyans have people who are worthy of those positions, because we look at individuals who have been interdicted, they've gone to jail, they've been declared, they've spent time in jail. They get out, look at the law and take advantage of the law and say, because I still have appeal mechanisms, I can still run. When you look at the vetting process that goes forth to then give a candidate to Kenyans, is that where we fail? Because then anyone can still take advantage of the law and say, I'm a Kenyan, I have the right to run. So how do we heal that problem of vetting before we get to see someone at the ballot?
I agree with you entirely that, there's an issue there. And we all agree that the systems are not working, the institutions are not working. Even when the law, as they say, is clear, it is still not clear to the extent that it's not being applied.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm saying the way to heal that, in my view, is by many of us who believe that we can be able to contribute to good governance in this country, not shying away from taking a deep dive into it. Because, you see, the moment we don't take a deep dive into it, these problems will find us right where we are. And every single person of us has been affected by this bad governance, except a few who are benefiting out of all this confusion. But also the people themselves, we must be able to do a lot of civic education and make people understand that it's important for us to have the right leaders so that these people can be entrusted with the mantles of power and be able to go and do the right thing for us. I would rather be able to take a deep dive into it, offer myself, sell myself to the people and tell them why you need to elect me now. And I'm not talking about me as an individual, I'm talking about people like me and others. Let people not elect us, but at least we'll have given them an option. Let us create parties that can be able to work for the people, not against the people. Because, see, the biggest challenge that we have in our country is that people are being divided, along tribal lines. These politicians, what do? They come and tell us that we are going to create a party for our people. Yeah. That it is going to be, that we as a people, we need to be at the center of power so that we can take care of our people. You find that every community is creating a party for itself. But when you look at these people who are advancing that line of politics, they're actually not even doing it for their people. They are doing it for themselves. It is really for themselves and their families. Now, unless we start making sure that we as Kenyans, we are not allowing ourselves to be divided along tribal lines, then again, we're also making sure that the leaders that we elect are people with a track record. Because even when you are employing somebody, surely you must look at their track record. Even when you even hire a housemaid, when you even hire a basic worker, wherever it is, you look at their track record because you want to make sure that at least your property or even you yourself, you are safe. So why is it that we don't take time to also check the quality of the people that we are electing, that we are so quick to elect people with emotions? We are so quick to go back to our tribal cocoons. We are so quick to elect anybody just because of the money that they are offering, as opposed to the quality of the person. So we'll keep having this. It's like becomes a vicious cycle where every 5 years we're electing a gang of, we're electing gangsters. Yeah. We are unhappy with them. We remove them. Then once we remove them, we replace them with another set of gangsters. So when are we going to stop this? Because at the end of the day, we'll continue suffering.